said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California, home to the Fresno State Bulldogs. As we'll see, the number 15 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on last year's national champion, the Fresno State Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. So Fresno State's offense will take the field first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, Brandver breaks away on the left. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Fresno State. Yeah, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his spot. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Nittany Lions offense has the ball for the first time. And what a performance. An aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out.
There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. That's caught. It's Sims. This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. And look at the schedule for these teams. It's brutal. Each and every week, you are going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. On his way back from the 20. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
When you play zone coverage, and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Dropping back, it's Suarez. Pocket breaking down. Makes the grab over the middle. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Fresno State working from the red zone. Back to pass. He's got it on the run. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
How many first downs is that, guys? On this drive alone, this defense has got to find a way to get off the field. They're playing way too many snaps.
Slams it ahead. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity.
This guy's been an absolute force in this offense early this season, guys. We're only in the 3rd game. He's already got 3 touchdown catches. Talk about a matchup nightmare for opposing defenses.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's hit triple zeros in a captivating game today in the American. Temple rolled to victory in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. Never a dull moment when it comes to the American. Back to you guys.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll try the run. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Nittany Lions will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Slips through the line. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Off the play fake on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Rides to back and leaves it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Suarez. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Catch in the middle. It's Sims. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Bringing it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Right back to it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Back to throw, it's Suarez. Looking to scramble. Finds him in all alone. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Here comes the heat. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, Penn State is known for its defense, right? Tough, physical. They can stop the run, and they can get after the quarterback, and they do it from the linebacker position. You think about the...
Breaks into the open. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And I know it's not a first down, but I still like the way they ran the football here. Just try to make the next third down manageable. Try to get it where it's not as predictable. I think the offense did a really good job being smart there, taking what the defense gave them.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start off offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. Quickly to the tight end. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Now improvising. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, he got loose. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
A first down run in the red zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bulldog!
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Hubbard. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
The big fella, the tight end, the wide receiver in a tight end's body going up and making the catch.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's short. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
A nice job by the QB. It's third down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Makes the catch. It's Hamilton. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And sometimes you got to know when to give it up, right? As a quarterback, you feel it. You can't hold it that second too long when bad things can really happen. You could tell the clock went off, and he was throwing that puppy away.
Third down play from the gun. Got it in the middle. It's Rasmussen. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Grabbed in the middle. It's Sims. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on 3rd down all season long. They're just never able to seem to get into a rhythm. But after that last running play moving the sticks, you just wonder what that does for their confidence.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. Finds his big tight end. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. To the end zone, and it's picked off.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
To the air, it's Suarez. Under fire. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. Fresno State right back to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Makes the grab on the left. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Trying to pick it up on the ground. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there.
Well, when you've had the day that this guy's had so far, why not hand it off to him on third down, right? At this point, you're almost basically expecting him to find a way to pick it up, and he does exactly that. This guy has been a monster all game.
Right back to the well. Picks up the first down, still moving. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a terrific scene there today in Fresno. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Valley Children's Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And you thought maybe in the second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
Hunt is on its way. Let's see what he can do with it. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Turning it on. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some
Fires toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Headed to the end zone, and he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Fresno State. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quick.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hamilton. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed. And if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Gets it out quickly. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of points.
3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Nittany Lions back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And the pressure gets to him again, another sack. The Nittany Lions decide to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll field the punt and take it back. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the 2nd half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller, too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
To the air, it's Suarez. Got out of trouble and throws. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them. They've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions by the QB.
The Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. On third down, he drops to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. The sure hands, it's Martinez. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Calls his own number. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, his legs haven't been a big factor in this game up to now. He picks the perfect moment in the fourth quarter to rip off his longest run of the game.
The give to the tailback. There he goes. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
The RPO, it's complete.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Back to throw, it's Suarez. Takes a hit as he fires. Firing to the right, complete. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Fresno State. Quick strike through the air for the score. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he'll just take a knee in this drive. at the 25. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Weeks like this aren't tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Use the play fake, now to throw. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. After the big play to start, now they are on the move at their own 45. Got his man in the middle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The Nittany Lions are on the move. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Nittany Lions kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Tight end now in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Yeah, and a great job by the offensive line, seeing the blitz, picking it up, and then it's on the running back. Running back finds a hole, gets a little bit of a crease, makes a nice run.
He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Nittany Lions with the 1st and 10. Here we go. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Gets it out fast. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Zings it complete to the right. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to power their way ahead. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. And the Nittany Lions didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Trying to pound it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Big guy smells it.
It's hard to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows are tiny, and that's why the teams that can run the ball the best generally are the best red zone offenses.
They've worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Rushes on him. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
35, Penn State, 14.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give on the inside. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout call by the offense. 24 seconds left on the clock.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down.
And the offense comes up short on third down, but I tell you what, they've still had a good day. There's so many positives to point to. I'll be interested to see if they go for it here on fourth down. They don't have to. They got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, shown a variety of all kinds of things. Now it's just about how they want to finish.
Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Looking to throw on first down. Had to throw it before he wanted. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Pressure coming. He'll pull it down. Quarterback got it himself. They make the stop and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off.